During a webcam abortion, there is no doctor, nurse practitioner, any medical personnel in the building at all. They're done 100% by non-medical staff, either center managers, entry-level position called a clinic assistant. Sometimes there may be like an LPN there, but generally there's no medical people at all. When a woman comes in to a clinic, for instance in Iowa, and has a urine pregnancy test, finds out it's positive and she's pregnant, the staff is instructed to say, we can take care of the problem for you today, 45 minutes in and out. Iowa doesn't have a waiting period. Some states do. But in Iowa, like I said, if a woman comes in, she can actually find out she's pregnant and terminate within the same visit. There's a doctor that sits at a central location at her computer terminal, and whenever a patient in any center comes in and decides that she wants to have a termination, the non-medical staff does a transvaginal ultrasound, which is an invasive procedure. And then that image of the baby is scanned to the doctor. And if she determines that that baby is 63 days along or less, and the patient wants to have an abortion, she can push a button on her computer, which opens a drawer, kind of looks like a little cash register drawer, in the remote center. And in the drawer are the two different kinds of pills. The first set is taken at the clinic, which kills the baby. Planned Parenthood says it stops the hormones going to the fetus, basically kills the baby. And then the woman takes the next set of pills at home 24 hours later, which starts the contractions. A webcam chemical abortion is something that can take many days. And the woman has lots of cramping and bleeding and, home in their bathroom on the floor, sick, very sick, nausea and vomiting, and then they deliver this little dead baby. And they're not prepared. They don't understand that there's going to be a baby. Things go wrong with webcam abortions all the time. In Storm Lake, that center was open 15 hours a week. So if a woman came in on Monday and had a webcam abortion, went home and took the pills and started, the cramping and the bleeding, there was nobody back in the office until Thursday afternoon. So she would be given a little card with an 800 number and could call that if she needed to, and there would be a nurse that answered the call, and the nurse would say, well, if you're bleeding this much, then you need to go to the emergency room. Staff were instructed to tell patients that if you go to the emergency room and you tell them that you've taken these pills, your care may not be as good, because the providers there could judge you for having an abortion. And really, they said at that point, it's no different than having a miscarriage, so there's no point in telling them that you've taken the pills to start the procedure. The patients are supposed to return to the clinic after a webcam abortion 1 to 2 weeks out. Oftentimes, I think they don't come back, just because if they make it that long without having to have any medical intervention, they don't even want to be seen again. Planned Parenthood feels like webcam abortions are a great thing, but it's saving them a lot of money, because they're not having to pay a physician to drive to different centers. They don't have a crash cart. They don't have medical staff. It's done by an entry-level person who makes the least amount of money in the entire organization. And the doctor can sit at her terminal and play solitaire all day and wait until there's a woman in a center that wants to have this done. And their goal is to have webcam abortion in every family planning clinic in the country and market that protocol, and not just to Planned Parenthood clinics, but to any family planning clinic. Does Planned Parenthood think webcam abortions are great? Oh yeah, but it makes their bottom line healthier. Is it good for women? Absolutely not. I think if you asked 99% of the women that have had one, they would say, no, it was really a bad idea. I didn't realize how sick I was going to be. I didn't realize I was going to see my own baby at home in my toilet.